Hi, welcome to Ames Responds to COVID-19, a question and answer program where Ames area organizations respond to your COVID-19 questions. I'm Susan Guiasta, Public Relations Officer for the City of Ames. On today's show, my guest is City Attorney Mark Lambert. For the City of Ames, Mark is the key staff member who gives us information regarding the governor's proclamations. Recently, Governor Kim Reynolds came out with a proclamation allowing the statewide mask mandate to expire. That generated a lot of emails from residents asking, what does it mean for Ames residents? Mark, maybe you could help us with this.
Thanks, Susan. Sure. So Governor Reynolds had a mask mandate in effect in her emergency proclamations. She decided on Friday to allow those to expire as of midnight Saturday night. So as of 12:01 Sunday morning, the governor's mask mandate was no longer in effect. However, the Ames City Council had earlier passed a mask mandate, and that has remained in effect, and it is still in effect. So I know some people are confused about this, but within the city limits of Ames, there is a mask mandate, and it's still in effect. It still requires people to wear a mask when they're in an indoor setting where the public's invited in. So that means if you're at the grocery store, convenience store, or other kind of retail business, you should be wearing your mask. It's required. Also, you have to wear a mask when you're outside, and you can't socially distant from others, and except for family members. If you're with family members, you don't have to. But so anyway, the City of Ames mask ordinance is still in effect. Story County has adopted a mask ordinance as well. That's in effect for the rest of Story County, other than the City of Ames, because we have our own ordinance. Really everyone in Story County is still required to wear a mask.
So I remember when the City Council first had that discussion, and there was a lot of public debate at that point. That was in September. The mask mandate or the face covering ordinance was set to expire at the end of December. What happened?
And I should note that you're right to call it a face coverings ordinance. I sometimes say mask mandate for short. Any kind of a face covering. So, those plexiglass face coverings are satisfy the law if you're wearing those. But most people wear the mask. So I generally talk about it as a mask mandate. But yeah, so when the council initially adopted the mask mandate, they chose a date of December 31st for the ordinance to expire. However, in late November, the council started the process to reconsider that expiration date, and they decided to change that to June 30th of 2021. So they adopted an amendment to the ordinance, required 3 readings like any ordinance does, and at the end of it, so the last council meeting in December, the council voted to extend the ordinance. So I think there's some confusion in Ames among some people too, because some people think that the mask mandate expired in December, but the council did extend it, and it remains in place, and it will stay in place until at least June 30th, unless the council decides otherwise. But I think we have every indication at this point it will be in place until June 30th.
Now, the ordinance does allow for some exceptions, and those are available on our website at cityofames.org/face covering. But just quickly, Mark, what are some of those exceptions?
Well, if you're, in a place where you're sort of isolated by yourself, that, for example, you're in your own office at work, you don't have to wear face covering. You're not around other people. So the manager at the grocery store in her or his own office would not have to wear a face covering while they're in their office. But if they come out into the general area of the grocery store, then they're required to wear the face covering. There's an exception for kids under the age of 3. There's an exception for if you are with household members. So if you're out in public and you're with household members, you don't have to wear your face mask. If you're walking down the street by yourself, you don't have to wear the face mask.
Just to clarify, if you're out in public with family members but enter a retail establishment.
Right, then you would have to. So it's just if you're with the family members only, then you don't have to. If you then enter a business where you're going to be around other people where the public's invited in, then you would have to wear your mask.
Yeah, those exceptions are, again, listed on our website. There's a list of them. If people are told by their physicians, there are some medical exemptions as well.
Right.
So thanks, Mark, for that great information. That's Mark Lambert, City Attorney for the City of Ames.
Thanks, Susan.
If you have questions about it, send us an email. We're getting a lot of questions about this. If there's something else that you're curious about in addition to the face covering mandate that's pandemic related, please let us know. We're going to put together another Ames Responds program soon. Email us at covid19@cityofames.org with your questions, and we'll get them on an upcoming episode. Remember, the City of Ames has COVID-19 information on our website, cityofames.org/COVID-19. Thanks for watching.